And welcome back. We are here for another ESC matchup between Central Michigan and the University of Toledo. We're about to get started here for our second match of the evening. Earlier, Central Michigan dropped 3-1 to Kent State.
It was close, though.
It was, and Toledo was able to take down Northeastern, it sounds like. So Toledo has improved to 4-5. Central Michigan has fallen to 2-7. Central Michigan's going to be looking to get their third win of the season here against Toledo.
Yeah.
As we are getting into the lobby now.
Despite that difference, Toledo is the one right ahead of us on the overall rankings. So if we can beat Toledo, we can start to close that gap, get a lot closer to it. And looks like we are starting off the game immediately in Toledo's court. Toledo on the blue, Central on orange. Close enough to maroon. I'll take it.
And Toledo is going to be taking this up with Eugen, taking it down to the corner as it gets cleared away. Saucy Scythe sending it towards the Central Michigan backboard as Isaac clears this one away to Trio, who's going to dump this one into the Toledo corner.
Yeah, playing a very good neutral right now, just keeping in between them. Not doing much at the moment. There we go, Baku making a great shot on goal. Let's see if we can get anything off of it. Just off Saucy Scythe and Eugen getting in the way, but they're keeping it in the Kent State or Toledo side. We'll see if they can keep up this pressure that they were doing so well earlier.
Trio's going to be taking this one up the sidewall. He's going to be playing it slow. Gets it past one on Toledo. Gets it under another, but it's going to hit the post. Great save by Lando.
Excellent by Baku. Sneaking it right through there between the goalkeepers.
Yeah, as Baku is just there in the right spot to clean this one up after Trio's shot goes just wide. Central Michigan's going to start this off 1-0 in the first minute of the game. Hopefully they can keep this pressure going.
Absolutely. I have a question for you. I've noticed Eugen's car is a bit flatter than the other cars. Does that change his hitbox?
It definitely does in Rocket League. As we see Isaac get another goal here.
I looked away.
Just off of this kickoff. Hopefully we can get the replay here.
I don't know if you saw that. First goal, it went over his car.
Yeah.
I wonder if that mattered. I wonder if his choice mattered.
It definitely could have a little bit. I believe there's 5 or 6 different hitboxes in Rocket League. His car is definitely flatter. However, it does give him the advantage. He can get some better flicks over everyone else.
Right. And once again, staying on the Toledo side, Central Michigan off to a very strong start here, but we'll see if Toledo can make it back.
As it looks like Trio and Isaac have a little bit of miscommunication there as Trio got that extra touch that it looked like Isaac wasn't ready for. But as this one gets past Baku, Isaac's there to dump it into the Toledo half. As Isaac's going to be on the sidewall here. Low boost as he 50s Lando and gets it towards the middle. It's a great cut from Trio there as he puts a shot on. Eugen and Baku have a 50. It's going to bounce out into the corner for Eugen to follow as he gets 150 past Isaac. But Trio's there to send it back towards net as Saucy Scythe is going to clear it down into the Central Michigan half, but Baku's there to send it back the other way.
Yeah, Baku keeping an amazing pressure on this. He's already shown himself to be playing very well so far. Whole CMU team really is. Let's see if they've been keeping it in their side very well, keeping up this intense pressure they've had. You can just bump it around the corner for a minute there. Lando down, going to see if CMU wants to capitalize on that and see if they can.
Yeah, Central Michigan has had great pressure in the first half of this game here as we're about to hit the halfway mark. As Baku's going to clear this one down as Trio picked up a demo on Saucy Scythe on the other end. As Isaac's going to have a shot on. It's going to be awkward for
excellent!
Eugen. As Central Michigan takes a 3-0 lead just about halfway into the game. Trio really opens this one up by getting a demo as Baku cleared it, and then Isaac was there. It was very good team play from Central Michigan there.
Yeah, Central's, what I've seen from this game and the last one, Central's team play has been phenomenal through both games. It didn't help them as much last game, but here they are making a complete show match of this. 3-0 to Toledo. Toledo gonna make it back, but Central's gonna make it difficult as they've been showing.
Baku's gonna have an early challenge here as last back, but it's gonna be a good 50 as Central Michigan's able to keep pressure. Trio's gonna try and keep that one up with low boost there. Isaac clears it down into the Toledo half as Lando's gonna send it back towards him. Isaac picked up a full boost there, is able to get a bit of a 50 there. Eugen's going to clear it away to Lando, who's going to look to have a shot here. He misses it though, and Baku's able to put it into his own corner as Eugen's going to look for a pass middle. Trio not able to get there, but Lando can't get a shot off. Saucy Scythe is going to put a shot wide. Toledo seemed to waste a bit of a chance there. It seemed like they had some openings with a little bit of a midfield pass, but they either missed the ball or they put a shot wide. as Yugen puts this one towards net. Baku's going to have a good clear towards the midfield as Saucy Scythe is only able to get one touch as Baku sends it back towards the Toledo net.
Yeah, for sure. Back on Toledo's side, keeping up the pressure they've been keeping. Toledo had it for a bit, though. They were doing very well, but they don't seem to be coordinating as much as they maybe could be. They keep leaving open these huge gaps for Central to really use.
Yeah.
And now they're trying to keep it out, but Central is brutal with how they keep sending it towards goal.
And Baku's going to 50 this one, just on the other side of midfield with Yugen. Baku wins another 50 over Lando. This one's going to go over Saucy Scythe as Isaac. He's going to have Central Michigan's 4th goal of the game. 4-0 lead for Central Michigan with just a minute left. This game seems pretty close to being locked up for them.
Yeah, a goal a minute. Central is really showing what they can do this game. Toledo's got to start bringing it back if they want to have any chance in the rest of the series.
Yeah, if Central Michigan's able to keep this momentum from game 1 going, then they might make quick work of this series. It's going to be all about keeping the same pressure and keeping the ball in Toledo's half that they did this game.
For sure. Now playing just midfield, no one really seems to have much possession of the ball. Central, though, showing me exactly why I'm wrong as Yugen gets the ball, hoping to send it back over to Central side. But Baku is not going to let that happen, and Isaac's there right to back him up. Baku immediately resets, but Coleman Trio's got it covered instead.
As this one's going to bounce towards the midfield, as Yugen's able to beat Baku to the ball, Isaac's going to send it towards the sidewall. No pressure from Toledo there, as Isaac puts one towards the middle. Trio picked up on a demo. As Baku's going to get a touch in the corner here. He's not going to be able to get to it, but he picks up the full boost. As Trio booms this one down, Baku's going to try and redirect it, but he isn't able to get it. Isaac gets a 50 with Yugen in front of the net. And with just less than 10 seconds left, Central Michigan's going to take game 1 of this series. That is a big start for them.
Take one from the road.
But Trio denies that shot from Yugen. Really good job there to make sure that Toledo doesn't get any momentum going into this next game. But it looks like as everyone stands still there, the ball is going to finally hit the ground. Central Michigan wins game 1, 4-0. Isaac, you can see with a hat trick there, 3 of the 4 goals for them. And they absolutely dominated Toledo on shots there. Central Michigan with 14 coming out, 7 from Baku to Toledo's 4 shots, all 4 coming from Yugen. But Yugen was a brick wall on defense with 5 saves, but that's kind of what you have to do when you have 14 shots against you. It just goes to show how much pressure Central Michigan had in this game, not allowing Toledo to get many shots and really not forcing themselves to make very many saves.
So if you're Toledo, what are you trying to change up here? What are you doing? What are you trying to do to deal with this Central Michigan offense that's been so brutal?
This is definitely a part where Toledo has to look to clog up the passing lanes. Make sure that when they have the ball, they're keeping possession. A lot of Central Michigan's chances started off just intercepting the ball. Toledo has to have better ball control if they want to get back into this.
Absolutely. Lando and Saucy Scythe looking to keep that ball control. You can get in the way instead, though. I absolutely thought I was going to Saucy. Pullman Trio goes down, see if they can get anything off of that demo. But it's sent right back over to Lando on Toledo's side.
As he picks up the full boost there, he's going to be awkward as Isaac's going to give a little back pass. Almost a double commit there, but Toledo might be looking for an open net here as Yugen drives past this, and Baku's able to get back to it in time. Another wasted chance for Toledo there. As Isaac's 50 is able to keep this one in the Toledo half, but Lando looks to clear it on his own, gets it over Trio to Yugen. No shot there, it goes just wide as Lando's going to put this one off the sidewall. Middle for Saucy Scythe as he's going to get the first goal for Toledo in this series.
Yeah, absolutely. That was excellent pass work. They were doing exactly what you were saying, keeping those pass lines open, and they did a fantastic job at just getting that goal right past Central.
Yeah, and there's a lot of space for him there. Central Michigan left a little too much room for him to be able to get off a quality shot. They got caught with 2 guys on the backboard. It's a very difficult situation to defend. As Baku's going to put this one towards the middle, he's low boost. He's able to get another touch there over Saucy Scythe. It's going to put Lando backpedaling towards his own side. So Isaac's going to challenge this one off the ceiling. He's going to get there. It's going to go right down to Trio, who gets 50 and isn't able to get a shot off. Isaac puts another one on, and Trio gets a great goal.
Coleman Trio is showing up this game, absolutely.
As you can see him there jumping off of the backboard, he gets around this one.
Doesn't seem physically possible, but I'm not going to argue with the flying car game.
This is a great goal from Trio. Getting off that backboard, that was a very, very talented goal to get around that ball and get a good shot off as he spiked it off the ground. As Isaac He's going to put this one towards the middle as it gets cleared by Saucy Scythe, but cleared again by Baku, as this one's going to go off the sidewall.
Going in. Baku gets it anyways. That looked like
Looks
it
like
may
it
have
had
been
been an own goal.
Toledo, yeah.
Let's see. We get a 50
Off
from
Lando
Baku
to
and Lando.
And then Eugen just a little off on his own ball.
Yeah,
Just
it
trying
looks
to go more
like
to
if
the right.
even if he didn't touch it, it was going in. It was a very last-ditch effort for him. It was a good attempt, though, but he wasn't able to get there in time. As this ball's going to take an awkward bounce for Isaac. Gets a 50 with Lando, as Baku's going to be caught with a little bit low boost, but he's able to get a good 50 as it gets cleared.
Central, despite being down from the very beginning of this game, is now up 2-1. Immediately a clapback. Those are two very fast goals, and they're looking to make a third as Baku goes in. But knockback, I couldn't see who that was. I don't know all of their names. Saucy Scythe now, ball control, and Lando blocked out by Sir Isaac. Sir Isaac? It's a lot. That's too many battles for me.
As Baku's going to clear this one towards the Toledo half, as Saucy Scythe is going to dump it out to Lando, but Isaac's there for a good 50. Baku's going to put a shot on. It's going to just hit the post and get cleared out by Eugen. Trio's going to take this one from the ceiling and try and look for a pass, but Eugen's there to block it as Baku sends this one towards the Toledo corner. He's going to try and get another touch. He gets it off the backboard, but cleared away by Lando. As Trio's going to be the first one to this clear. It's going to go right towards Saucy Scythe, who puts it just close into the Toledo corner as Eugen's there to follow it with full boost. But it gets 50 by Baku into the corner. Saucy Scythe is going to clear as Isaac cuts the rotation there to get a good 50. Baku's going to dump this one back towards the half. A double commit from Trio and Isaac. Unfortunate with both of them up. Trio gets a touch out wide as Baku is going to clear this one back towards Toledo. Lando is going to have an awkward touch there, or an awkward lack of a touch, but this gets cleared away from Toledo. They avoid a mistake.
That's beautiful.
As Trio opens up this lead, now up 3-1. You can see what happens here as Eugen gets this clear away. Lando gets caught flipping forward. Trio just has an open net to shoot with. Very unfortunate for Toledo. They didn't keep the ball close enough, and Central Michigan capitalized on it very well.
Absolutely, Central Michigan. I think a lot of this, some of this pressure needs to go to Baku. He is doing insane on keeping the ball just on Toledo's side, and then Pullman Trio and Shizak. Just like that, Baku immediately set Pullman Trio up, and he capitalized on it beautifully. Baku's been playing this middle game and letting Pullman Trio and Shizak get these goals off.
Yeah, from the rest of these games that I've casted this year, this feels like a whole new Central Michigan team. It's the same players, but it feels like they've really worked on their play style. After the off week from ESC last week, it seems like this bye week really did them well.
Yeah, this is exactly what we're seeing in the first game. It didn't work out so well against Kent, but against Toledo, these group plays, these passes they've been doing, they are working beautifully as they are getting so much mileage off it, and Toledo does not seem to know how to react to them.
And Isaac gets a great demo on Saucy Scythe, but Lando's able to challenge Trio on the back wall as Eugen's going to dump this one towards Isaac in the corner. Saucy Scythe is going to try and get the 50, as it's going to go to Lando, who's going to put a ball at the corner. Eugen's going to look for a shot here. It's going to be wide. No follow from Toledo, though, as Isaac is able to clear it down into their half. As he gets a touch off the sidewall, Trio decides not to put a shot on, but Saucy Scythe is going to put it towards the sidewall. He's going to be the first one to it again. Baku gets a good 50 on Eugen there, as Lando is going to clear this one off the back wall, and he's going to force Trio to backpedal towards this one. Trio's going to get a good touch off the corner, and he's a great control of the ball there. But Saucy Scythe is able to win that 50 as it's going to go towards Isaac in the corner. Saucy Scythe puts one on net. A couple demos, Trio demoing Eugen and Lando demoing Baku there. No goals for Toledo there. I feel like the demo play is exactly what they were looking for on that one.
Yeah, just not capitalizing on some of these advantages they've been given. And earlier you said they got a clear possible goal and they just didn't take it. They didn't take the advantage. Toledo really needs to capitalize. They aren't getting many chances, so they need to take everyone they have. And Central's been taking everyone they got. Lando, good score.
Lando finally allowing Toledo to capitalize on an empty net as Isaac is able to get the ball there, and Baku also missed off the backward. Trio wasn't able to get back in time. But with just 22 seconds left, Toledo gave themselves a chance there. They only need 2 goals to tie and force overtime. We'll see what they do here, but they're going to need to get this first goal, or the third goal of this game fast, as Lando's going to try and do it on his own here, but Trio gets a good save.
Excellent defensive play. Eugen almost looked like he was there to back him up, but just ended up playing around in goal instead of helping him out.
Baku's going to seal this game by getting this one away from the Central Michigan net, as it doesn't matter what happens at this point. Central Michigan's going to take game number 2 and go up 2-0 in this series.
Excellent work from Central. Really keeping this pressure on and keeping their team plays. Baku containing the ball over on Toledo's side, and then Pullman Trio and Shizak are always there to take advantage of it. And now it's Pullman Trio's turn to get a hat trick. Excellent play from him, and Baku even got a goal for himself.
Yeah, and what's interesting to look at there is that Toledo actually outshot Central Michigan that game 8-6. But despite that, Central Michigan was able to capitalize on their opportunities. The scoreboard really did Baku some justice there. He played a great game in game number 2 there, making sure that those balls stayed in the Toledo side, just like you mentioned earlier. As Isaac's going to start with this one. He's going to get towards the Toledo half, but he gets bumped off the ball as Saucy Side puts it to the corner. Trio isn't able to get a touch. As this one goes around Baku, as Eugen's not able to put a shot on, it goes right to Trio in the corner, but a demo on Saucy Scythe is going to try and stifle, but Eugen demos Isaac to try and open up the offense.
Baku looking to get something out of this, but Saucy Scythe right there to keep him off. But still in their net, so it's still Central's ball. Let's see if Toledo can keep him off. Baku just barely misses it, but takes out Lando, so I'll take it.
We have had 3 demos in this game in the first 30 seconds. This is going to be a very physical game, it looks like, as Trio's going to put this one off the sidewall. No follow-up there, as Saucy Scythe is going to dump it into the corner. As Baku gets a touch there, Isaac's going to put it off the sidewall for Baku. He's going to get it past Saucy Scythe, but not able to get there before Eugen does. Trio's going to put this one back into the corner, but Baku leaves it, and the ball goes right to Lando, who's looked for an infield pass, but isn't able to get it to Eugen. Isaac with an unfortunate touch bouncing off a Trio there, as Baku's going to get a good touch off the backboard bounce there. As Eugen looks for a double tap, gets it over Baku, but Isaac's there to follow. And this one's going to go towards the Central Michigan net. No follow from Toledo, though, as Baku's going to try and clear this one. Eugen 50s it towards the middle, but no follow, as Isaac's going to dump it into that half. And that's a great shot from Baku.
Beautiful.
A great passing play there, as after Baku gets this 50, he picks up this full boost, and he streaks upfield. Great shot, didn't even give it a defender as a chance, as that ball went over Saucy Scythe, and Central Michigan had a great counterattack there. As
Toledo was definitely keeping it over on Central's side, but Central took one opportunity, and it's what we've been saying all game. Central takes every opportunity they've gotten, and they went wild with a beautiful shot from Baku. Now it's back over Central's side, but I don't think you can feel comfortable if you're Toledo at all. This is your set life.
Yeah.
Series life.
Oh, but Toledo's able to tie it up there. An unfortunate 50 comes out for Trio, as Eugen is able to finish this one. As this ball gets over Baku there, Trio tries to 50 it, isn't able to get a kill on the ball, and Eugen is able to finish that one. So now we have a tie game, 3:19 left on the clock, as Baku's going to be on the kickoff there. As this Trio's going to send this one towards the Toledo corner for Eugen. It's getting a touch. It goes right out to the Baku, though. Trio forces a miss on the back post there, but unfortunately the ball is not on target.
Yeah, no one there to take advantage of it. Lando looks like he's trying to make a score. Pullman Trio keeps him off of it, though. Goes right over to Eugen, and let's see what he can do. Wonderful from Shizak, keeping him from going anywhere with that ball. And now it's back. Central Michigan keeping it on Toledo's side, making it as difficult as possible.
As Saucy Scythe is going to put this one towards the Central Michigan net. It's going to bounce over everyone, though. It's an open net, but no one there from Toledo to capitalize on it. As Central Michigan's going to look to counterattack here, as Trio puts one towards the backboard. Lando gets in touch, but it's going to go bounce straight down. Cleared away by Saucy Scythe as he gets a good 50 off of Baku. And now the counterattack is on for Toledo, but Isaac gets a great save there, as he's going to dump this one towards Eugen, who's going to touch it into the corner. Lando misses that full boost, is an awkward spot. Everyone misses there.
Beautiful hit.
Trio put a ball in net there. Wasn't able to put on target, and Isaac wasn't able to put a follow-up on target. Baku in a weird spot here. Eugen's going to try and turn this one in net, but he misses as Saucy Scythe tries to put one, but Baku recovers. It's Isaac gets that one over Lando.
Just barely saved by Eugen there. This is wonderful pressure, and I'm so glad I didn't pass it. I did it twice during this game. I'm not doing anything.
As Isaac is going to get this one towards the Toledo half, Trio is going to have a solo play opportunity, but it gets 50'd away by Lando. As Eugen is up for this one, dumps it towards Baku. as Isaac's going to be trying to get a redirect here. It's going to bounce straight down in front of net, but a good clear away from Saucy Scythe as Yugen's going to be taking this one on his own. Gets it past Trio. He's going to have a bit of an attack here. Isaac picks up a full boost, but Baku has a great cut of the rotation there. Baku with low boost here. Isaac's not able to put one on target. He almost had an open net for a little bit of time there. Trio's going to be racing back as the shot doesn't go on, and Baku's able to turn on that and get a good 50, it looked like. Isaac is going to take this one down. A lot of boost to work with. Gets a ground pinch, but it goes right to Lando. He's going to try and solo play. Gets it past Trio. Not able to get over a third Central Michigan player, though, as Baku clears it, but Saucy Scythe puts it back towards the net, as Isaac is going to clear this one away, but challenged by Yugen in the air.
1-1, 1 minute left. Let's see. Toledo under a bit more pressure than Central, but Central definitely looking to close this out just like that. Excellent goal from Pullman Trio. Once again, set up by Baku, who has set up so many of these goals they've done.
Yeah, you can see Baku leave that there. Just tries to create havoc, and it looks like he does with Yugen and Saucy Scythe, not letting them pay attention to where the shot was coming from, and Trio's able to give Central Michigan the lead on match point with just 45 seconds left. But Lando puts this one towards the net. Baku gets a good save. Out to Isaac, it looks like, as Yugen's going to put this one back towards the CMU goal. Trio gets a clear towards Isaac, who's going to pass it middle towards Baku. Not able to put a shot on. As Lando is going to take this one up, gets it past one. Baku trying to create havoc, who gets a touch, but Lando picks up the full boost as he dumps it to Yugen, but it goes right to Baku, who's still with no boost. Lando's going to put one off the sidewall. Isaac's there to challenge it, though. Baku not able to turn on it as Saucy Scythe puts it back towards net. Baku jumps off the backboard here to challenge. Weird 50 there. Awkward touch from Trio, but Toledo is able to capitalize on it with 8 seconds left.
Yeah, they're finally doing a bit better at taking these advantages, what we were talking about earlier. Lando saw that, and he knew what he had to do. He took it, and now we're going to halftime, and next goal's going to get it, unless someone gets it in this 8 seconds.
Yeah, Lando is able to capitalize off Trio's touch that he definitely wasn't looking for there. As Yugen's going to try and give Toledo one last chance here. They might get it, but Trio and Isaac both jumping in front of this. Baku's just going to put it into the corner, and Trio lets it fall. As we have overtime in Game 3, Central Michigan on match point. Toledo playing for their life in this series. As Yugen's going to get it past one. He's going to dump it to Saucy Scythe. He's going to be trying to make a solo play in the air. Gets it off the ceiling by Isaac with a great clear off the backboard there. Yugen's going to put it towards the backboard. Baku's going to jump for this one. Gets a good touch away from some Toledo players, but Saucy Scythe puts it back towards the net. Isaac with a great read off the ceiling there. Lando looks for Saucy Scythe, but he hits it too hard. It's going to go over him. As it looks like Yugen is going to be trying to take this one towards the sidewall. He's going to be met by Isaac, who sends it towards the Toledo net, as Baku is going to be the first one up to this ball. But it hits the ceiling. It's a little awkward for him. He's going to leave it for Trio in the corner, as Trio is going to look for a bump here. Isn't able to get one. He's on low boost, though, going to be trying to rotate back. As Isaac gets a 50 here. Trio picked up that full boost on the side. He's going to try and meet this one first, but Saucy Scythe gets it past.
Absolutely, and it's just been going back and forth, back and forth. Nobody really has been winning out at the scenario, but Central definitely looking to take it with Shizak. Yugen goes for it, just barely misses, but now he's here.
Baku.
Wonderful from Baku.
Baku with a great calling off Trio, making sure that Trio wasn't in that awkward spot. Trio's going to get to this ball first on the sidewall. No follow from him, though, as he's low on boost, as Isaac's going to be making his way up. Baku does not turn there as he lets Trio go for it. Baku's going to be on the backboard here. If this one hits ceiling, it's going to be for Yugen. It's a shot on target. Isaac there with a good save. Played very patiently, and it worked out in his favor. This one's going to be dumped in the corner towards Trio, who's going to boom this one towards the Toledo net. Yugen meets it in the air as it goes back down to Trio, who puts it off the corner. Saucy Scythe clears it towards Baku, who's going to put one off the sidewall for Isaac. Puts one on target. Yugen's going to clear it back towards the midfield as Trio puts it back towards the Toledo net. A little bit of a double commit from Yugen and Saucy Scythe there, but we see 3 demos coming out consecutively, and Baku has an open net. Finishes the series off in overtime, 1 minute and 49 seconds left. We saw 3 demos come out there, 2 from Central Michigan and 1 from Toledo. That was absolutely great. I think Isaac maybe got both demos, or maybe it was 1 from Isaac, 1 from Trio. Either way, great play. Opened up the net perfectly for Baku to finish this series.
Last man standing. Look at him. He looks so proud.
And unfortunately, we're not able to look at the stats for that game. But Central Michigan played a great series. They were able to bounce back masterfully from their earlier loss in a 3-0 sweep over Toledo, who was higher than them in the standings.
Absolutely. Perfect patience, really good passes. Who was your MVP of that game?
Really, for the whole series, I think it has to be Baku. He was definitely the unsung hero of that series. really made sure that the ball stayed in the Toledo half. He was playing that third man role perfectly.
Absolutely. I would give it to Baku as well, honestly. Really good goals, Shizak. I think he set a lot of the beginning momentum for how we started.
I would agree, yeah.
Getting those 3 goals really shot them into the lead for the rest of it.
Yeah, and that's going to be all we have for you tonight. As Central Michigan improves to 3-7 in ESC regular season play, we will be back next week as Central Michigan looks to make a push towards the playoffs. Thank you and have a good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.